Good evening, Resilience family. It is another day, another episode. Thank you for tuning in, guys that are watching, guys that are listening, or you're listening to later to this segment. I thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. That tells me that you're resilient. It tells me that we're interesting. It tells me that you want to learn and grow more, guys. So thank you. I hope your week has been a good one, and I hope this beginning of this new week will be even a better one for you. Today, guys, we have a resilient one in the house. We have someone dreams that's come to fruition. He's still building, and he's loving it. I believe he's loving it. Right, Ian?
Yeah, it's been an amazing trip.
Yes. So welcome, guys. We have Ian McCall here. He is the owner of ISM Brewing Kitchen, guys, out in Long Beach, California. Welcome. How are you today, Ian?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
Oh, gosh. I'm okay. I'm a little bit tired, but I am good. I'm going to be
we'll get through it together.
Right? Yes, I am going to be early tonight. That I am. So, Ian, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Ian McCall. I'm the owner of ISM Brewing Kitchen in downtown Long Beach. I've been a brewer for close to 20 years now, making beer and just trying to get out there in the community. It's been a pretty amazing trip to this point. I'm also a father. I'm a husband and a father. I've got two beautiful children, 7 and 10 years old, and a great wife. Thank you.
So I got to pause you there because I've been saying it all wrong. You know me, I'm thinking it's an acronym, ISM, but it's ISM. So how do you come up with that name, ISM?
ISM is actually, it is an acronym for my name, Ian Scott McCall. Yeah. When we were talking originally thinking about what to name the brewery and just in general, I was playing around with the suffix ism and trying to play, hyperism, localism, whatever it would be. And as the conversation continued, a friend of ours actually said, "Why don't we just go with ism? It's simple, it's neat." I knew as soon as my kids remembered it and said, "Dad, what about ism?" It's a great name.
Wow.
I knew that it was simple and concise.
That's crazy. Okay. So
it lends itself to marketing super easy.
Yes, I agree. You could come up with all nice little slogans and things for that. Okay, good. That's good to know. I had to ask that. I needed more clarity. I was like, wait a minute. I think I must be saying it wrong. But yeah.
People ask me all the time though, and I tell them, my mom calls it ISM because those are my initials, but it's just ISM.
That's pretty cool, though. I think that's cool. That just reminded me. I had a friend the other day was like, your initials, Don, DOJ. He was like, why is you not Department of Justice? I was like, what? I never thought about it, but he's a lawman, military guy. And I'm like, yeah, you're funny. Exactly. It's just what I did. I laughed at him. I was like, I don't think I'll be naming nothing DOJ anytime soon, but I get it, though. Because I'm not about, I like to keep that far away from me. Anything
That's
of
right.
the government, military. But that part. Yeah, so a family man. This is awesome. Your family.
Our slogan is friends, family, fresh beer.
Wow.
That's what it's all about for me. It's all about friends, family, and fresh beer.
That's awesome. Okay. I see. I wish I'd have known that part. I should have asked you that.
That's all good.
Asmit piece, but that's awesome. Friends, family, and what did you say? Friends, family,
fresh beer.
Voila. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start at the bottom. Well, you know what? Hold on. How about you tell me your meaning, your definition of resilience?
So as I was thinking about sitting here and talking to you and thinking about resilience, to me, it's the ability to just keep going. Earlier today, I said my daughter's 7, and I was teaching her how to ride her bike. She's had this bike. Yeah, she's had this bike for, months and months now. And today we had one of our first, kind of a random day at home where we're just hanging out, and thought, let's get out there, let's get you riding a bike. So took her out there, got her on the bike. She fell, and she fell, and she fell, and she fell. But about an hour later, she got it. She was riding her bike.
Wow.
And a neighbor of mine came over and said, he was an older gentleman, and he said, I've been watching your daughter, and I've been watching you. And one thing I can say is she's got spirit. She's got grit and tenacity. And she is tenacious. She is always at it. She's getting knocked down. She's getting back up. And I don't know that I taught her that. I don't know if her mother taught her that, but she's got it. And so that's what I think about when I think about resilience. It's being able to be stretched and come back, and then stretched again, come back. It's tenacity, it's grit, it's ambition, it's drive, it's everything.
Yes, and crazy. As you're going to see when she progresses in life, it's going to stick with her. You're helping her to be a resilient one. I look at, you don't know, but my children, they're grown now. 28. How old are they? 28, 25. I want to be 26 and 20. Yeah, I have 3 daughters. I did have a son. I won't get into that, but just to let you know, I think I shared a little bit about I lost him 4 years ago, which started me to start this podcast, because we have to be resilient. We can't let the things of life, our trials, our traumas, to get us down. And all I could think about is you building this business. I'm pretty sure you probably gonna have some hiccups and was like, oh my God, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the route? Is this the right system? And building.
There's hiccups big and small every day. And some days they're small and some days they're big, and we keep pushing through. I remember I used to come home, working long hours at the brewery, and I'd come home and my wife would ask me, how was my day? And on those days that I could say it was uneventful, those were great days because there weren't hiccups. But there's always going to be little fires.
Right. That you have to put out. Right. So let's go back. Let's rewind some. I want you to rewind in your life to how you got to here. What's one of your moments that you could think of that pushed you through?
I didn't take a standard like home brewer's route to get to where I am. I did homebrew, but I homebrewed later. I stumbled into 2004. I stumbled into a brew on premise in Huntington Beach. It was a place called Brew Bakers where people could go in there and we would teach them how to brew beer. It was small batch stuff, 15 gallons at a time. And they had the opportunity to buy either 1 case, 3 cases, or all 6 cases that were produced. And I'll be the first to say the beer wasn't all that great, but we had a fun time doing it. And when I was in my early 20s, 21, 22, 23, it was a blast of a job. I got to enjoy people. I got to experience new beers, new flavors. I felt like at that point in my life, it was just the possibilities were endless.
Yeah,
I could brew with any ingredient I wanted to at any point in time.
Wow.
And I did. I got to meet people from all walks of life. And so I'm very grateful for my time there. I actually met my wife and her and her friends when I taught them how to brew beer. And it was like 2008.
Wow. The connections are cool.
Yeah.
Wow. How fate takes you.
Yeah. I took that experience there and that passion, the drive and the love for beer. And just a couple short years later, a friend of mine who already had Beechwood in Seal Beach, Beechwood Barbecue, was opening up a brewery. And so I approached them about getting a job, about being hired. I asked if I could interview for a job in the brewery. And at that point in time, there wasn't one.
Oh, wow.
So I started bartending. I was behind the taps for about a year and a half, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I really started to dive back into home brewing into home brewing for the first time. Trying to get more experience.
Yeah.
I enrolled in the Siebel's Concise course, which is an online course, and tried to absorb as much beer knowledge as possible. And knowledge about not only how to brew beer, but styles and history, beer and food pairings. Really, it was a sponge taking in as much as I could take in and learn.
Wow.
In the wine world, there's the sommelier. I'm sure we've all heard of sommeliers.
Yes.
They're the educated and sometimes snooty ones who know everything about wine.
The experts.
In the beer world, there's a program called the Cicerone, and it's similar to sommelier. And there's different levels. There's now 4 levels of Cicerone. I got through the first 2 levels, which were actually first 3 levels. There's certified beer server. There's Cicerone and advanced Cicerone.
Okay.
So I have not continued on to get to the master level. I think there's now maybe 13 or 14 master Cicerones. So pretty cool, exciting.
That is pretty cool. They say you learn something new every day, and I sure did, because I didn't know that. Like, seriously, wow. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know.
But during my time at Beechwood, I did get hired and got to get my start, my first professional start in beer back in the brewery with brewmaster Julian Schrego. And he's still out there crushing it, making great beer with Beechwood. And this was at the downtown Long Beach brew pub, the one that we're actually in now. So I worked there from 2011 until 2018. During that time at Beechwood, we had just an amazing run. Won a bunch of awards with our beers. Won Brewery of the Year 2 times.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a pretty amazing trajectory where we just took off, and the community and the beer people, everybody supported it.
Right. Wow. So this is like an art. That's just me. That's what I'm hearing. It's just
I think it's some of the best brewers in the world are both artists and scientists, and finding that balance between art and science is what makes some of the best beer.
Yeah.
Because if you're a great artist and you make one batch of beer that's amazing, but you don't have the ability to recreate that batch of beer,
right,
then it's just a one and done. And the same thing, the opposite hand, if you don't have the creativity to come up with something new and be innovative and be on the cutting edge, you're just going to keep making the same beer over and over and over again without ever evolving it. Evolution of beer is something that I talk about quite a lot. We've been blessed, even at ISM so far. We've been open for 8 months. We've been blessed to win 5 medals or 5 awards at the California Craft Brewers Cup. That was held up in the Bay Area. Thank you, or up in Sacramento. And then the World Beer Cup was held in April in Las Vegas, and it's an international beer competition. Well over 10,000 beers are entered. Judges from around the world. And there's 93 or 96 different categories.
Wow.
And we were awarded gold medal for our West Coast IPA with our beer Western Standard Time.
Nice.
Amazing in the second category. We were also awarded a gold medal for caffeine, a coffee-infused brown ale on nitro. And we were awarded a bronze medal for Plough and Harrow, which is a Belgian saison.
Wow, this is crazy. Okay.
Wins for a small brewery.
Yeah. It's just you doing a dang on thing. Look, and this is I'm over here fascinated because I just never knew it was all this to it, and I just have to I'm not a beer drinker. I like to smell it. I don't like to drink it. I don't know, it just ain't sit well with me. But y'all got food there, so
We do, and that's where I'm really working on my resilience.
trying to hone in the pipes.
So that's part of it. Is like I said, I've spent the majority of my life focused on beer and brewing.
Yeah.
And not that I've got it all figured out. I definitely don't. But I feel more comfortable in the brewery than I do in the kitchen or on the ownership side, which is where I'm at now.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And so I'm coming to realize, 8 months in, I have so much to learn. And it's one day at a time.
Wow.
Knocked down and getting back up again. It's putting those fires out. If it's not the HVAC system, it's the oven. If it's not that, it's pest control. And if it's not pest control, it's water. There's always something going on.
All the different parts that compound that business. Wow. So what would be some advice you would tell an up and coming, brewer or just an up and coming business owner? What would be a little advice that you would give?
I'm giving myself this same advice right now. And that is, do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to sound dumb. Do not be afraid to admit when you don't know something. Get out of your comfort zone.
Wow.
Learn how to do it. One thing that's very powerful for me is YouTube. It's honestly, when something breaks, I know it's going to cost a lot of money to get somebody in there to fix it. And that's not money that we have always.
Right.
Figuring out cash flow in the restaurant versus the brewery, that's the issue that's one of my big issues. So I'm first to admit it. And so when something goes down, like we had our deli slicer, our meat slicer go down. I got on YouTube. I started researching how to fix a deli slicer. And
now that is day. Yes, that is being resilient. So continued education, I love that. Don't be afraid to ask questions or think it's a dumb question. That is very, very good. Okay, so how do you balance that piece with the family? The children, your wife, because that's your other partner.
I really am. I'm so lucky to have an amazing wife and to have amazing children. We balance a lot. My wife has her own law firm. She is a phenomenal attorney and crushes in her own right. My son is 10. He plays baseball. He plays soccer. He plays drums. So we're balancing all those after school activities. My daughter, she's 7 years old, but she's a competitive gymnast and she's a competitive cheerleader. And so there's so much stuff going on and we're always balancing. And with my wife and I, one thing that we promise to each other and that we work on every single day is don't say no.
Wow.
And I'll come to her and say, babe, I'm going away for the weekend. I got this beer festival and a collaboration out of town I'm going to. And she says, all right, we'll figure. Or she tells me she's got a seminar or a dinner, Wednesday night. I said, okay, we'll figure it out. I'll be home. And if I can't be home, we both can't. We'll get a sitter.
Yeah.
But, we don't tell each other no. Right. Unless there's something already on the calendar.
I got you.
Whoever gets the calendar first gets that.
I understand that. Wow. So that's cool. That's your confidant, your partner. I really like that. That's teamwork, Yep. You all got to sit down and compare schedules and put what's what and make it happen, and also care for the two kiddos, man, I just think that's amazing. Communication. That's what I'm hearing. I'm getting
for sure. And just it's the willingness to do whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
my wife and I this was years ago now, we did a leadership training. And I still think about it to this day because, it talked a lot about intention
Yeah.
and how to manifest. But one thing that still comes to mind, when my alarm goes off at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, or when
Yeah.
I've got to stay late at the restaurant until 9, 10 o'clock at night, somebody calls out, whatever it is.
Right.
And
Right.
we're on a podcast, right? So I can say whatever.
You can, just don't cuss. I try not to curse on here, but
All
go
right.
ahead.
So here's what I'm saying. It's what the F. Do whatever it takes. It's like a mantra. It's a mantra. Like,
yes.
if you don't want to do it, what the F. Do whatever it takes.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Okay, I get it. That push to drive. This is good.
It's just a push. You're tired, but you got to get out and do it.
Right. So tell everyone exactly where ISM is at so they could get there.
Oh, please come visit us. ISM Brewing Kitchen is located in downtown Long Beach at 210 East 3rd Street. We're on the promenade. It's the walking street, just a half a block south of Pine between Broadway and 3rd. We have a great parking. Check out our Instagram at ISM Brewing, or go to our website at ism.beer. We try to keep it super simple. It's there at the bottom of the screen. It's ism.beer.
Yes. Because we want the people to come out, and I will. I'm going to be there to visit. I'll be back. I'm always out there, and I like to eat. I don't know. I like to try an ale, though. That wouldn't be bad to try.
No, I'd love to get you. We have ales, we have lagers. We even make our own seltzer.
Oh wow, y'all creative. Look,
yeah,
they got a variety, y'all. They got a variety.
And we got good friends in the wine industry, so I have 4 wines on tap. We got a little bit of something for everybody. We just don't do anything hard stuff.
My thing. Yeah,
well, I got you on that one.
That's my thing. I do like the little sad stuff. Where I actually do sell wine. This is company out there in Napa called One Hope Wine. And I sell for them. Yeah, but that's my thing. Yeah.
I remember we brought one, my wife and I bought One Hope one. It's been years now.
Yeah. It's I just like it because they give back. It's about all of nonprofits. So that's why I got into it. I was like, okay, I could do this because at the time, I support a group that's fighting for better gun laws because that's how I lost my son. So that's just dear to my heart. But I'm grateful and thank you for giving up your time to do this, to be here, because as I tell all my guests, our time is very valuable, sensitive, and we don't get it back. And I appreciate it. Seriously.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the invitation to join you.
Yes, and tell your wife thank you because you all are a unit. I appreciate it for putting this time in to do this. Y'all get out to ISM out there in Long Beach, California on the promenade, guys. I have the information down below. Also his website. Go partake. And I'll be there too.
If you can't make it out, but you're in, anywhere in the nation, we can ship merchandise. You see my hat, you got my shirt. We can ship anywhere in the nation. And if you're in California, we can ship beer anywhere in the state of California. So go on to our website, to our shop. You can order beer and have it shipped directly to your doorstep.
Yes, prepare better for those parties, those at-home backyard weddings and stuff. No, I'm serious. Look, that's awesome. That is awesome. So, Ian, thank you again. I truly appreciate you. This helped me. I took my notes. I always keep my notebook. I take notes from each of my guests. I get something from everybody. It helps me.
You can put it in a book one day.
Oh my God, look at that. See, confirmation. Somebody else told me that. I was thinking of that. I actually have a few books, like some outlines, but anyway, watch out, world. But anyway, that is awesome. That is good. Wow, sorry. That just gave me chills, goosebumps up in here. But I appreciate you and much, much success. Like seriously, we're gonna get this going. I'm gonna talk to you some more, on the backside. We just make sure you try and take a minute and just check my emails because I'm the queen of emails, unfortunately. Whenever you get time, because I want to help you with that restaurant side piece. I know you remember when I was out there helping out Chef
For the
JT.
barbecue fest.
Yeah, he knows a lot about that side, not trying to get him connected, but just like you're saying, ask questions, ask him. He'll be available. He knows it. Like now he's helping out. I don't even know the name of the thing. The new Clippers thingy. He's helping them run like
really?
Actually the bartending side, the I can't believe, but anyway, so yeah, he has as many skills too. But anyway, I told him I was gonna drop a bug. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Ism, Long Beach, California. You traveling, get out there, stop by. I'm gonna post more of this stuff on my page because I do want people to stop by, get out there, partake.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I appreciate you so much. So my Resilience family, thank you for tuning in, guys. If you out there thinking to be a brewer or just an entrepreneur, you heard Ian. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask some questions. Keep pushing and try again. Put out that fire by fire. And no fear. Just do it.
What the F? Do whatever it takes.
There you go. Wait a minute. I wanted my pen. Gotta drop my pen. Oh, I'm gonna go back and listen to this. I'm gonna use that, and it's gonna be quoted by Ian McCall.
That's right.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you again for your time. And take care.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.
You too. Thanks.